What's up, boys and girls? Football is back. We are
Oh man,
live.
is it back?
I'll bet he wears white cleats from now on.
It went electric.
Yeah.
It was a great ending. So much money passed hands in that toe in or toe out.
Yep.
Those are two good teams, man.
Yep. I think that's the AFC championship. So
It's gonna be fucking gold. First game and last game of the AFC. Woo!
The only team I really think, and it depends on how their defense plays, is can Houston beat one of them? Right? Like for me in the AFC, it's could Houston get their defense good enough to stop them? And
their offense is nasty. The fact that they got their receiving course.
Right. And they have a great tight end, and they brought in Mixon. Like it's
I know it sounds stupid, but those things matter in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see like what they can do there. But I mean, great first game. We also got KC live for plus 105. So we waited, snapped them up live at plus 105. So that was that it literally went almost exactly how I wanted. Like, let Baltimore score first. We're gonna get it for right around even money. We got a plus 105. We're like, okay, let's go. And I talked about it on the Open Bet show. Like, I really watch a lot of college ball, and I'm really familiar with Worthy. And I literally, I said, this is what's going to happen, right? They either put the safety on him because he's going to run by him. So they did that, and Rice ate all night. And the second they didn't, he hit that hook out for the touchdown, and he would have ran that 300 yards. Like, nobody's catching the guy. Like, and they did that without Hollywood. That's what scares me. Like, I think their defense might not be as good this year, but man, that offense that's the best offense Mahomes is probably have as a total group from start to end if they're healthy.
I completely agree. They're dangerous. They will lose Rice, right? Did he remember the guys who got arrested?
No. So the NFL's already come out and said they're not going to do anything until like the court hearings, and the preliminary hearings aren't until December. They're going to get it pushed until after the season. And then he'll end up taking 2 to 4 games to start next season. That's what's going to end up happening.
Interesting.
He's not eating any games this year.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be a little bitch and cry about that.
Yep.
But here we are. Well, shit, guys. We had an electric time in DD yesterday. We gave out some good plays. I was on the under. That was my biggest play. I did have KC money line. I couldn't believe that shit dropped. I didn't get the plus 105, but I want to say it got as low as minus 128 on Bet Openly. So I literally told guys, I said, hey, I'm only giving out KC for 1 unit. But I had almost 7,000 on it. So I had like 7 units. And again, I know that's sick and that goes against everything I usually teach you, but how many units am I up the last month, Trevor? Fucking 30.
I can't count that high. I mean, it's what, 25, 30, somewhere in there?
Like 25 or 30 units, guys. So again, I'm at a gen. I don't want you to say do as I say, not as I do, but I press. Like, if I'm up 30 units in a month, my goal is 30 units for the year. We're now up, I think, 90 this year between Trevor and I. I'm gonna, if you give me a home team that I think is at the very least equal to Baltimore, but I think better, slightly. The game could have gone either way. At minus 130, when the true line I had was 155, I'm gonna fucking swoop in. And again, I don't condone betting 7 units. In that instance, they're not really units, if that makes sense. They're like a side pot of like what I'm up. So hope that's helpful. Let's get people fed. Trev, your fucking Xavier play it's not even about the money. I know it sounds really bad, but like some things are just electric to watch.
Yep.
I'm not saying Trev bets to lose. Don't think I'm giving him a fucking safety, a life jacket here. I bet to not lose. It's a different thing. Trev bets to win. And it was fucking electric to watch. Like, everyone knows the kid. They traded up for him. Fucking Buffalo. God, the last thing Buffalo needs to do is do any favors for Kansas City. That pisses me off in itself. Do you know what they gave? What Buffalo got? Like,
yeah.
I guess who they got?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. The pick, right? But now they've given them Mahomes and Worthy. Like those are the two picks, right? Buffalo's the one who traded out for KC to get Mahomes, and now they traded out for him to get Worthy. It's the same fucking division.
And I mean this, Trev and I are Niner fans, so I know these. I pay closer attention. But I genuinely, if you look at who went after Trey Lance when we had 3 first rounders, we were going to get a quarterback. But the other 2, and the quarterbacks have been okay, all of them. But if we didn't trade up, dude, we would have had maybe Jamar Chase, maybe Micah Parsons. We would have had one of those 2. Maybe Xavier, the lockdown corner, Xavier something, Xander maybe. So guys, that shit matters. Fuck, does that matter? And the last thing we needed was a faster Kansas City. Dude, because Mahomes on the fucking curl out, even though there wasn't a lot done by Kelsey, that play looks like it has 100% success rate. When he rolls out, gets away from one D end, and then fucking hits him with a 30-yard dart in his hands, and now he has 2 or 3 guys that can catch. Rice looked fucking good. And then I don't hate Juju for his drop. I honestly don't even that tight in the end zone, curling outside at the angle he was. I'm not gonna hit his hands, so I guess this is the pros and they got those fucking gloves now. But I don't know. There's just some balls that aren't a drop. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I said, I have an advantage. I watch a lot of college ball. I'm really in on these guys because of all the fantasy I play. And again, I just said it, right? Worthy he's what they wanted MVS to be, but he's faster and he can catch. Like the kid's got hands. He is. I
don't even think we need to talk about MVS. The cheetah.
Yeah, like he's cheetah that's what they want. And then you guys remember, like it's like I hate it, and then they got Hollywood Brown. I think it also showed that Mark Andrews isn't 100% after that car accident. They didn't use him at all, right? They used likely the whole game.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I hope you're wrong. The only reason I'm not completely sold something's wrong with him is I think, and don't quote me these exact numbers, but Derrick Henry had 5 carries and the opening touchdown. Fucking punched me in the dick. I had Derrick Henry, no touchdown. But then he only had 2 more carries the rest of the half.
Yep.
So I'm only saying that because there's a chance Harbaugh just got got flustered and called the wrong plays. I'm not saying Andrews isn't 100%, but I'm just, more about fantasy than me. So the only reason I'm saying there's a chance is I saw Harbaugh get away from his game plan as soon as the second series.
Yeah, it was interesting there. So, and that brings up, we got an interesting one tonight, right? We got Kellen Moore, new offense in Philly. The guys are itching to get out because they're locked up in their rooms. They didn't bring their families down because they don't want them to get kidnapped in Brazil. So I think tonight, I hope tonight is as good as last night.
Let's get into our fucking place. Excuse my language. Right. My little one just walked in.
All right, so we're going with it. I got one Friday, Saturday, Sunday for you guys. My moonshot is AJ Brown. We saw what CeeDee Lamb did with Dak and Kellen Moore's offense. AJ Brown is going to be a nightmare this year in this offense. Moore is just going to scheme him. And this true line, hey, what's up, troublemaker? This true line should be like plus 450, plus 500 for 2 TDs for him today. So plus 800, I get it's a neutral field, but they got Hawk. So I like the ref on this side of it. And plus 800 gives us a sweat for tonight.
I'm going to dive right in. I'm going Betalytics best bet. Colts here on the money line. I showed it severely positive. Multiple systems. Home dog early in the season, home dog division, home division dog, lost in playoffs versus won in playoffs. There's like 3 systems I have checking the Colts. And this is getting as high as the available line is 140. But there are bets even higher open because people are going to bet Houston. I think Houston's going to be good. I don't love this play. I wouldn't even take, obviously, the Colts in like a survivor. but I wouldn't take Houston in a survivor either. This game could go either way. It's going to be really close. I'm really EV betting this to the plus 140.
Nice. And that's speaking of EV, we got some nice stuff here. We got a Saturday bet. Mr. Milrow of Bama, anytime touchdown is minus 130 at Bet Openly, guys. It's minus 154 at the books. Like, you're not getting, it's 24 points of juice, and I'm saving that, right, for a Bama team that could score 70 on Saturday. So again, this is just pure value, guys. If they get near the end zone, Milrow's going to jump in, and we're going to have fun watching that game.
It's nap time, so I'm falling apart here. My bad, brother. I'm going over tonight. I think this goes with your AJ Brown 2 TDs. Obviously, the more points, the easier it is to get 2 TDs. This is going to be the squarest play I give probably all year, and I'll tell you why. The public has recency biased. They remember yesterday's game. That game could have hit over multiple times. It barely did. It also could have hit under a few times. But the square bettors are going to say, oh, that was easy. Let's just bet the over against, with good teams and good offenses. And they see 2 today. I almost like the early overs in this first quarter. I just fell off on it just because different country, different field. I didn't know. But over 48.5 plus 100.
Cool. All right. And then we're going to give you one for Sunday. We're going, if you didn't know, Bet Openly has kicker props, guys. And we got a good game with Atlanta, Pittsburgh. I think Atlanta's offense is going to really move the ball here. And here is the chance we have to, again, save 20 points of value. Mr. Koo of the Falcons, over 1.5 field goals, guys, is only minus 125 at Bet Openly. The best you can get it anywhere else is minus 145 at books. So, again, 20 points of value. Bet Openly's got kicker props this year. Again, this is one of the best kickers in the league. Atlanta's going to move the ball on Pittsburgh, and I'm getting 20 points. Like, it's just pure value for me. That's what it comes down to.
I have him in 3 of my 5 leagues. I actually think Atlanta's going to move the ball well. Cousins, I think they're going to struggle a little bit in the red zone. I like this play a lot. I passed on Bijan a couple times. I'll probably regret that, but
you'll regret that.
I thought this kicker was over. Well, I mean, he didn't fall to me. I would have been taking him 1 or 2 over his ADP. All right, Mighty Gens. This is a lightning round. T-Rev and I are going to give you our 5 plays in the next 30 seconds. No explanation.
All right, we got one for every day. Our moonshot is for today. AJ Brown, 2 TDs plus 800 tonight.
A Betalytics best bet, Colts money line plus 140. This is around plus 125 with the books.
Our value prop of the day at Bet Openly is Jalen Milrow of Bama. Anytime touchdown is only minus 130 at Bet Openly. Guys, it's minus 154 at books.
And my squarest play of the season, after an old or over in prime time, I'm going another over 48.5. Green Bay, Philly, plus 100 on Bet Openly, minus 110 with books. So square.
And our Bet Openly prop play of the day, Young Huku of Atlanta, over 1.5 field goals on Sunday, minus 125 is minus 145 at books, guys. That's just way too much to give up. So we're going to go do that, and let's go enjoy the first week of NFL.
Later, brother.
Later.
See ya.